Okay, so my best friend and I made a challenge to make a video every day this whole year for 2020, and our rules were it could be 5 seconds long, like the length didn't matter, it just had to be something. It didn't have to be perfect, it didn't have to be edited, it didn't have to have any music or anything like that. And today is January 2nd, and yesterday I did nothing. So that's a really great way to start off a challenge, is not even doing step one. But that's okay, because the idea is like we're pretty sure we probably won't actually do something every day. It's just if we have that like ongoing challenge in the background, then we'll probably like do more than we would have otherwise, which is true, because I definitely wouldn't be doing this right this second if we hadn't promised that to each other. And she was really good. She actually did post something yesterday. I haven't watched it yet. I'm very sorry. I had to work yesterday and I was really tired. But that doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm trying to do this now. So be proud of me that I'm doing this. So just ignore the fact that step one didn't happen. The whole point of this is to kind of help us express ourselves creatively and to act on the creative outlets that are at our disposal, because I think it's really easy to get caught up with our obligations in life, and life is very draining and very tiring. It's easy to not do creative things that would kind of help us feel a little more free mentally and emotionally. But it's hard to do that, even though you know you'll feel better after doing it. It's hard to start when there's so much going on in life. So that's the point of this. Again, these are like not going to be edited. Like maybe I'm sure maybe I'll do one or something that's actually put together. But if there's a long just dead air, like then that's just how it's going to be. Um, it's not like there aren't more than 3 subscribers anyway to my channel, but I don't make videos for like subscribers. I'm an artist, and it's another way for me to express myself or be creative or just I don't know, just make things I like, that I think are usually funny. Like I had that little clip from Skyrim of, I think I posted it on here. I'm pretty sure I did. It's really short. No, I did. I definitely did. About me taking like 50 bottles of ale in Skyrim and putting it on my child's bed and having him like merge with it. I think that's hilarious. And then I posted too my disassembled baby parts sculpture that I made, which is a candle holder, which did catch on fire, but I think I have a solution for that. So anyway, the point of these is, I mean, I hope people like them, but even still, if it's only me watching them, they're for me. Um, and I'm not gonna like deceive myself. Obviously, I hope people enjoy what I create and find it and like it and share it, but I'm not doing this in efforts that that's going to happen. I'm doing this because I need to create something. I haven't drawn or painted in a long time. Um, it's not like I'm super busy or like I don't feel like I have time or I don't have the resources or anything. I have all of that. I just don't feel like it. And maybe my creativity is moving in a different direction. Maybe it's not explicit two-dimensional art making. Maybe it's stuff that's more interactive like this or more sculpture. Um, so I'm not really sure where my art's going right now. It's kind of um, an odd relationship I have with art right now, because my whole life I've done drawing and painting, like my whole life. And now to suddenly just not be inspired by it. I don't have like a poor relationship with those kinds of creation. They don't like bother me or stress me out. They don't upset me. I just feel kind of indifferent towards them. So maybe that's a sign to myself that it's time to explore other means of creation and kind of move on from that. I'm sure I'll come back to it eventually. But for right now, I don't have the impulse or drive to draw or paint. Even though there had been several projects I wanted to make, I just didn't get to it, because of life. And now that I do have the time and means, I don't really feel like it. But I don't want to do nothing. It's just the traditional forms of creation I've been using. Again, I just don't feel very connected to or inspired by. So I'm gonna try this video challenge that me and my friend made for each other, because it's a way for me to express myself and say what I have to say, which is for me what I use art for. Sometimes it's to get my feelings out, but I mostly use stuff like that for like writing to myself or meditation. But usually I make art because I have something I want to say or a concept I want to work out. And so, since I'm not really using traditional art right now, I'm going to use video and probably other means to affect the kind of results I had been using traditional art for. Another thing that's kind of odd, so like I graduated from college, and in my philosophy courses I used those kinds of classes to get a lot of like the big concept stuff that I'm trying to work through in my mind. And since I don't have a reason to write essays anymore, I only really work that part of my brain in conversations with a few types of people. And so I might use video platform to kind of work through these big questions I'm always thinking about all the time. So hopefully, if you're lucky, you'll get as overwhelmed as I can be. I say that as a joke. I'm not actually overwhelmed by my thoughts about things. I like the way I think. I like the kinds of things I think about. And I like pushing past the boundary of the obvious and looking for more. That really stimulates my soul and my mind. So if you just see random deep stuff here, that's why. And I guess, wow, this ended up being almost 8 minutes. Okay, I thought this was gonna be like a 30-second thing. Here you go, see? This is why this challenge is working, because I just have to start. And that's it. That's always the hardest part, isn't it? Like with anything, just starting. I mean, consistency is really difficult too. But doing the first step, I feel like, is sometimes almost harder. But I guess consistency is just a lot of step ones. You know? I'm just gonna leave it there.